So if you're looking at buying a house here in Bellingham, your budget is $650,000, well, let me show you what that looks like. But the real value in this house is the neighborhood. So let's start there first. Hey everyone, welcome to the Living in Bellingham YouTube channel. My name is Aldo. I'm a local realtor here in Bellingham. Now, I am talking about the Northern Heights neighborhood in this video. It won't be super long because this neighborhood isn't very big, and it's one neighborhood that you probably won't really find in the MLS. If you go to big neighborhoods like Barkley or Cordata or to Columbia, you can actually search for those. But here in the Northern Heights, you really don't have that. But this neighborhood is really special to me as well because this is the neighborhood where I spent most of my life in. So I did a video about the Columbia neighborhood where we first moved into it and I loved it. And then when I was about 10 years old, we moved here to Northern Heights. And my parents still live right on the corner there. It's my dad's house. And I love this neighborhood. And it's not too big. It's kind of right next to Barkley, which essentially is the Barkley neighborhood. Now, what I love about it and what you can kind of experience about it, homes here are gonna be built probably between the 1990s all the way up to 2010 or so. So it's not gonna be too old. In the Columbia neighborhood, you're gonna have houses that are about 100 years old, where here you're not gonna really find that. Price range for homes are gonna be anywhere between that $600,000 to maybe $750,000 or so. Again, houses aren't very old here, but they're not gonna be super new. You might find some that have been remodeled, and the turnover rate here in this neighborhood isn't very big. Another thing you can expect, you're probably gonna find a lot of kids, people riding their bikes. We're butting up against Northern Heights Elementary School and Squalicum High School. And so where I live, just right on the corner where I first started this video, I essentially could walk to Squalicum High School within 3 minutes. The back way now, there's a gate, which is really, really nice. Or take your car, whatever it is, or walk around and just go through the sidewalks. Northern Heights, I didn't go there because it wasn't built when I was a kid. But now, as you can see here, through this way, there is a trail in between two houses, and you can walk to Northern Heights that way, or go back up the street and take your car or walk up that way as well. So yes, there's a lot of families that live in this area. And one of the things I love is that you can always hear kids playing in the background. You'll have kids in the playground, the bells going off, Squalicum High School having bells going off as well. So you're definitely gonna find a lot of that sort of culture. You're also gonna find a lot of retirees. There's gonna be a lot of single level homes in this neighborhood too. And that's what I will show you here in a second. But you will find homes that are gonna be single level, 2-story, and you will find some split level homes like the house that I grew up in. So that's kind of what you will find here in Northern Heights. Now, what is great about this neighborhood is that it's kind of tucked away from other neighborhoods, but you're gonna be able to access Haggen's, Regal Cinemas, Scotty Browns. You're gonna be able to go more shopping. There's gonna be a lot more commercial stuff down the way, and that's only 5 minutes away. And I think one of the things that people don't get about this neighborhood is they think that it's so far from Bellingham. And in reality, it's not. Again, Bellingham is pretty small, so if you're coming from a bigger area, it's going to be pretty cake for you guys. We're pretty spoiled because if you grew up here, you're gonna feel like, oh, it's gonna take me 10, 15 minutes to get us downtown, which is a long time. But in reality, I think being 5 minutes from Barkley, the core of Barkley, is so amazing. Yeah, it might take you 8 minutes to get to the freeway. So this neighborhood here is really great. As I'm talking right now, I'm going up Tamarack, which is kind of a hill. So when it snows here, all the kids are sledding down this hill, super big hill. And another bonus about this neighborhood is that this was just annexed into the city here last year. So your water sewer bills are gonna be a little bit less. And now you will be in the city of Bellingham, which is really, really great. Just taking a slight pause from the video. Guys, I make these videos just for you, the people who are looking at buying a house and relocating here to Bellingham. I make these just for you. So all my information is down below. That's my real cell phone number. If you're looking at buying a house or moving here to the area, make sure you give me a call, shoot me a text, whatever's easiest for you. And don't forget to like and subscribe. A great thing about growing up in this neighborhood, I know the ins and outs of everything. And right now we're essentially in the middle of this Northern Heights Elementary. So there's 4 or 5 other streets that connect, and they're more like cul-de-sacs. And in the middle here is 2 parks. One kind of a bigger park, you know, older. They haven't done much since I was a kid, and I was back in 2004, 2006. But as you can see where I'm at right now, in the middle of everything, you kind of have this big old grass area. Come here, hang out, play, frisbee, whatever it is. And then up ahead of me will be the playground. And then essentially on the north side of the neighborhood, it's gonna be like a smaller kids area, which is really nice. And then up here, kind of the bigger area, which is a bonus, right? There is HOA in here, maybe 25 bucks a month or so. But a lot of families here, older people, kind of a mixed group of people, which is really nice. Again, your location is great. Other than that, you know, there's not a lot to talk about in this specific area, right? You're 5 minutes to Barkley. There's not a lot going on in this neighborhood, but if you're looking for something where it's a little bit more quieter and you want to be tucked away a little bit from all of the downtown or kind of the busier area, the lots here are fairly good sizes. Anywhere probably from 8,000 square feet all the way up to maybe 15,000 square feet, depending where you're at. Again, built in the 90s all the way up to 2010s. So as we finish kind of this tour, here's the little playground. This is where I spent a lot of time. You cut from down here, Roma. The very top of this all is gonna be McLeod. Ding Dong Ditching as a kid here we use these a lot. So with all that being said and done about the neighborhood, about Northern Heights, the neighborhood right above it is called 20. I'm sure I'll do a video on that here. So in the meantime, great neighborhood, move-up buyers, first-time home buyers, you're trying to retire. This is gonna be a really good area for pretty much anybody. Again, price ranges from 600,000 all the way up to 750,000. So with all that being said, let's go take a look at what I have listed right now on Roma Road. It's just over 1,600 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, single level home. And this is what you can expect to buy for $650,000 here in Bellingham and in the Northern Heights neighborhood. All right, so now we're standing in front of 1367 Roma Road, just right on the corner here of Tamarack and Roma. Again, I grew up right down the street. So let's go check it out. Like I said, 1,600 square feet, as you can see, nice big lot. It's got a little bit of privacy here on the left side, so you can kind of not be so close to your neighbors. It's a single level, nice big 2-car garage. The owners here are moving back up to Alaska, and they need to sell this thing. As we walk in, you can see a lot of family pictures, as you can tell from somebody who's lived in this house for a while. Now, all single level, you're gonna be able to kind of have to do some things to it. You can repaint it if you want, maybe some flooring. But I kind of show you just to showcase this listing, but also kind of show you what you can kind of get for $650,000 here in Bellingham. So this one here has got a little bit of a different floor plan. As you walk through, you're gonna be able to have essentially two living areas. This one here with the fireplace. And they did redo this fireplace here a couple of years ago, making it pretty nice. But you're gonna be able to just have 2 living areas if you need to. This is gonna be really good for a first-time home buyer, or somebody who does want a single level home that doesn't need stairs or want stairs. This house here is ideal for it. Now here's the kitchen, and you're gonna have stainless steel appliances, and then you're gonna have your sink, everything that you're gonna need right here. This does have vaulted ceilings, and you're gonna have these skylights in here, which makes it nice and brings in a little bit more of that light. Now, walking down the hallway, here's gonna be the bedrooms down this way. You're gonna have your bathroom in here. And then you're gonna have a little spare bedroom in here. It could be an office, could be whatever. This one's a little bit smaller. This might be like 8 by 8 or so in here. And then you're gonna have this bedroom right here, has a nice, this is a good size. This is probably by 11 by 10 or so. Of course, you will have closets and everything, so I don't need to really show you that. But there's that. And then you have the hallway back down this way. So if you take a left, this over here, this is where the primary bedroom is going to be. And this does have a slider door outside that leads to the outside. But this here is a king bed. So as you can see, the size of it is actually pretty large in this primary bedroom. And then you're gonna have your bathroom, shower, and bathtub in this way. And this one does come with a pretty large closet. You can't really tell right now in the video, but that's what you will have in here. So this is a pretty simple floor plan, right? Just everything, rooms on one side, the living area on the other side. This one doesn't have much of a backyard, but it does have a big side yard like you saw in the beginning, and this does come with a deck. So as you walk outside, you can see this is a deck that was added here maybe 5-8 years ago. So this is all truck decking that you'll have here that kind of hang out. Then you're gonna have this whole area right here is all your property. And then you can put a shed back there if you need to. And then this will lead back to the front. Again, like I said, this doesn't have a huge backyard, but it has a really good size front yard. And everything is super quiet here in this home. This is what $650,000 gets you here in Bellingham and showcasing the Northern Heights neighborhood. So if you guys are looking for a house here in this neighborhood or anywhere in Bellingham or Whatcom County, reach out to me. My phone number is down here at the bottom. That's my personal cell phone number. So that goes straight to my iPhone. It's not some bot or puts you into some random CRM. So that's my personal number. Most people don't share their personal numbers, but reach out to me, give me a call, shoot me a text, an email, whatever's easiest for you. So if you're looking at buying a house here in Bellingham or selling and you're moving here to the area, reach out to me anytime. Again, my information is down at the bottom. My name is Aldo. I'm here with the Levain real estate team with Windermere, and we'll see you next time.